Well, hey there, this is Jerry, and I'm bringing you another episode of What's Broke Today. And today I got some trailer repair. And this one, of course, it's a lawn service trailer. And, the mower sits at the back of the trailer, which I think it's a right standard that he has sitting here. The wheels on it, that are, I don't know, kind of keeps it from wheeling up or something like that, that are on the rear of it, hit this mesh and have punched a hole through it and bent it. So I'm going to start out with, I just want to bend this and get it back down flat, and then we'll add a piece of steel in here on both sides so that those wheels have something more solid to be up against instead of this expanded steel. And then I get that bent down, and then I'll weld my steel inside of here. Then I can drive this back down against the metal and weld this expansion steel to my flat steel. So we got about 17 5/8 and 17 3/8. So I'm going to cut two pieces of steel to put in there, and we'll test fit them, and then we'll clean up for welding. Alright, well, I got my two pieces of steel cut, and that might be just a hair too long. That's perfect. Now, still got to bend some of that mesh down, but pretty doggone close on this side. Okay, now that I got the steel all fitted, I took and cut this one down. I rounded the corners, and this one I just notched them. But in order for me to weld efficiently, got to get rid of paint. So I'll just start out with a flat disc. That it don't go too bad, and finish off with just a sanding disc, because the flat disc won't get clear up in the corner, and even this still won't. Well, I'll get up there as close as I can. Figure up, I think I'll just put my ground clamp over there. And then where I cleaned here on this, I'm actually going to put up, I got a right stander sitting around the corner. I'm going to actually measure the height of the wheels off the ground, put a piece of angle iron across there. Well, I went ahead and cut my angle iron and got it ready, and I marked where it needs to go. So we'll just start out, get it lined up in there where I want it, which is still a little high right there, I think. That looks good. All right. And then the wind starts blowing. Okay. Yeah, I probably need to trim that a little so it'll set down just a little farther. So we'll take a small break and I'll go yeah, here, let's go ahead and put this in. Alright, I'm just going to finish that out with, and I don't know that I need to record every bit because that's a lot of tape. Now I went and used my belt sander and kind of chamfered the ends of these. I'm just going to lay them so that the middle of the angle iron somewhat lines up with this mark I made. Then we'll just that looks good. Okay, all I gotta do is just finish up on the other side, and I think I'm gonna take a break because hands actually get tired after doing that for a while. So we'll take a break and I'll come back and finish welding that, then we'll have to flip the gate open and work on the inside. Alright, got done welding on the back side of the gate, and I thought before I pulled the trailer up and opened the gate to weld the mesh down, the fender over here is all loose. So I was going to weld it back up real quick. Okay, and then down here where it's all floppy, I was going to pull that up there, and I got a piece of angle iron which I didn't start cleaning that paint off to do what I wanted to do. Okay. So I'm just going to take a piece of angle iron, weld it to the frame, and then weld the fender to the angle iron. Okay, then we can take this and twist it a little and get it lined up. Okay. And that'll make that a lot stronger, and hopefully it won't break again. Okay, and then this inner panel, I'm going to end up drilling some holes in it. I'm going to weld a piece of that 1/8" steel on the inside here. So, but I'm going to do the same thing on the front. I may not have done enough grinding of paint off there either. Nope. Ground a little bit more of the paint off. I'm trying to get my feet out of the way. I'm just going to take this and get it lined up. gets ready, and I can hold that up there. Okay. That's already a lot sturdier. Okay. Oh, but hopefully that's going to last this time. That's a lot better than it was. That take my gloves off and yeah, because their angle iron welded in, and then what I was doing up here was getting the fender to the rail in a couple spots, and then here's our rear piece of angle iron all tucked in, and then our stuff at the back. But I think it's about lunchtime, so I'll eat lunch and I'll be back. Well, I got my piece of steel cut for this side. So all I gotta do is just basically get it up here and set it on that lip. Just kind of get my front to back set. Okay. I need my glasses on too. Now I got it tacked up in there. I'm just gonna work my way down. I'm not gonna weld it full distance, but I'm gonna stitch weld it down through there. All right, well, I'll say I'm gonna keep working my way down. Okay, well, I was nearing the tail end of things, and I remembered I forgot to turn the camera on to record welding on this mesh. And luckily this stuff's fairly easy to manage, so I was going to hammer it back down, and like this I need to pry up. I'm going to just start out here at the end and start tacking. And you know, a lot of this is just working it down and, you know, just being patient with it. I already had ground the paint off, so all I gotta do is put this up here and weld her on. Okay. Every time the wind comes up, it screws up my welding. Okay, I think we're done. Yeah, so got that all welded on there, and would have done a little better if it wasn't for wind. And then here's a close-up look of all the tacking I did here. But yeah, luckily the main wheels don't run up and down there, but it all turned out really good. So we won't have to worry about the chute of the mower punching holes in there. Well, hey, I appreciate you watching this episode of me doing some more welding and repair on another trailer. That I always appreciate those thumbs up for the likes. Send me comments if you got them, and I'll say just stay tuned, because they'll tell them what else you're going to see on What's Broke Today. Thank you.